Hey everyone, welcome to Small Group. Great to be with you. I haven't been on for a while. My name is Chris, if we haven't met before. This is Jeremy, who is often on the corner. And today's going to be a bit of a different week, and here's why. We've taken a pause for about 3 weeks now from our series through the book of James, mainly because of Palm Sunday and Easter Sunday. We just celebrated Easter. An amazing Sunday.
Yes.
So many cool stories of people encountering the love of God and the hope we have in the resurrected Christ. And then this week we're doing another pause from our James series, and we heard from two different speakers. Daniel Im spoke at Strathcona. He's a pastor from Edmonton, and he was in town. And then Jesse Moda spoke in North Vancouver and Fairview, and it was a real gift. And so you're going to have a discussion guide that's going to lead you in conversation depending on the site you went to, right? So
That's right.
I don't need to explain this, but if you were in North Vancouver and you're in a North Vancouver small group, you would be discussing Jesse Moda's message.
That makes so much
Same
sense.
with Strathcona. I don't think it needed the explanation,
No.
but there it is.
Crystal clear. Crystal
And so
clear.
what you're going to get from us is not a summary of the content. That
That's
would
right.
be too hard. Instead, you're going to get some community updates. And for that, I want to turn to Jeremy.
And kind of a wider community update. One thing we were reflecting on before we jumped on here is there's been a shockingly few comments about the NHL this year.
Less than previous years.
Other years, it's talked about like every second week.
Well, because last year it was very hopeful to talk about it.
Yeah.
And this year was bitterly disappointing.
Yes, I just wanted to acknowledge that. And it's been a tough year, but just any...
Unless you're a fan of almost any other Canadian team, then you're probably encouraged.
because basically every other Canadian team's in there.
Put it this way, this year, there was no hope for me to be found in the NHL. And I really needed that resurrection hope as a result.
Like Easter was
a
especially-
big upper,
Yeah.
while the Canucks have been such a downer.
Yeah, so we want to acknowledge part of what we've been grieving and not talking about. And that's our team not doing so well this year. So thanks for making space for that.
I'm glad Toronto's doing so well.
John Lefebvre, who's our new North Bend
He
site
loves
pastor,
Toronto.
he's a Toronto fan.
I'm glad Winnipeg is doing well, because what else do they have? Let's
Yes.
be honest.
Yeah, it's exciting to see them all out in the streets together.
Yeah. Well, they can be the few short months they can go outside
The sun.
before the mosquitoes come and the winter.
You can tell there's some bitterness for us. It's actually
Yeah.
coming from a place of
We
sadness.
should move on.
The announcements we want to make, there's a few. Firstly,
Something you've heard a bit of on Sundays, Vision Builders. It's a chance to share vision for the future. It's an opportunity to celebrate what God has done, look forward to what we believe God wants to do. It's an opportunity to, if you're able and if you want to, sow financially into the future of the church and what we believe God's put on our heart. And we really do want to invite the whole church, whoever can make it, to come out and be a part of Vision Builders, which is next Wednesday. It's April.
or this
Oh.
Wednesday,
Yeah, it happened to me again. This Wednesday,
April 30th.
April 30th, 7 p.m., our North Vancouver site.
Really good job on that.
Thank you.
Another announcement that we've made a couple times are the spring intensives are happening, hosted by the Way College, May 13th to 16th at our North Vancouver site.
Wow, a lot in North Vancouver.
Yeah, it's
That's
a beautiful
great.
place.
Yeah.
And so very exciting. Classes are filling up, but you can still sign up for a class during the day, or you could come to one of our evening lectures. The C.S. Lewis lecture that Chris is doing surprisingly still has a few spots up in the balcony.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well,
great.
we actually don't do assigned seating, but
yeah.
so it actually depends how early you get there. It's going to be awesome.
There is obviously in person is preferable, I think, but
Yeah.
there is
Oh.
a streaming option for both the classes during the day
That's
and
right.
the evening lectures. So you can look into that.
The team's doing and has done such a good job to prep for this. I'm really looking forward to it, and we'd love to have you be part of it. And then another announcement we wanted to bring to your attention is something we've done for a number of years now, and I think I want to say 4, but we're going to do Serve Vancouver Day again this year on June the 7th, on Saturday, June 7th, and this is a day where we have joined together and gone in groups and served alongside of many of our partners in the city, and then also just engage in things like cleaning up garbage on streets and in neighborhoods, and partnering with the city in that sense, just to bless and help Vancouver in any way we can. And so it's been a great day in the past. It's been a sweet day to highlight partners that we partner with all year round, and it has sometimes led to further connections with those partners, small groups serving alongside of them throughout the year. And so we're gonna have sign up for this coming out in the next couple of weeks, but wanted to let you know it's kind of like a save the date.
Yeah. There's also June 8th, which is a Sunday. We are doing baptisms. So if you're a follower of Jesus, you haven't been baptized, we would love to baptize you on June 8th. And there is an application process via the website, or you can talk to a small group pastor and express your interest there. And you'll hear from one of the pastors, and we'd love to talk to you about baptism, what it means, why it's such a huge step in the life of someone who follows Jesus. And we would love to baptize you. It's always so fun having baptism services.
Big weekend in June.
June 8th.
Alongside of hearing these announcements,
That was a nice pause.
sometimes you got to breathe
Yeah, you just took a breath
and
there.
just go, what are we here for? And what I was going to say is, alongside of hopefully these announcements being helpful for you in your world and calendaring, we hope this video has also served you just in your gathering from mingling and snacking and whatever else, to get together in the circle that you're in, and to now enter into a time of conversation around what you heard this Sunday. And if you weren't there, some people in the group will give a bit of a summary of what was taught, and then there's some questions that will hopefully guide you in chatting through what we always want to chat through. How do we grow together in knowing God, and what it means to follow him in our context, in our time? We love you lots. Talk soon.